Have you ever stood in front of your closet, holding up a once-favorite dress, wondering why it just doesn't feel right anymore? You're not alone. As we journey past 60, our bodies tell beautiful stories of life lived fully. But that once-defined waistline often decides to rewrite its chapter. Here's something fashion magazines won't tell you. You don't need a tiny waist to look radiant at any age. After 4 decades helping women discover their style, I've found that true elegance isn't about squeezing into something tight. It's about embracing who you are now. Today, I'll share 6 game-changing techniques that will transform how you dress, comfortably, confidently, and yes, stylishly, without ever having to worry about your waistline again. Before we dive in, I'd love to know which city you're watching from. Drop it in the comments below and hit that subscribe button for more empowering style tips. Now, let's start with a silhouette that's been quietly changing lives in my styling practice. 1. The power of the A-line. Let me start with a confession. When I first suggested an A-line dress to Margaret, my 75-year-old client from Chicago, she looked at me like I'd suggested she wear a prom dress. 2 weeks later, she called me in tears. Happy tears. I wore that navy A-line dress to my granddaughter's graduation, she told me, and for the first time in years, I didn't tug at my clothes once. That's the quiet magic of the A-line silhouette. It's not flashy, but it might just be the most flattering shape ever designed for a woman's body. Fitted at the shoulders and gracefully widening toward the hem, this simple shape creates visual harmony that's particularly beautiful on mature bodies. Here's why it works so brilliantly after 60. The A-line never fights your body. It doesn't cling where you don't want attention, doesn't require uncomfortable shapewear, and creates a balanced silhouette that feels as good as it looks. When shopping for A-line pieces, focus first on the fit at your shoulders. If this part fits well, the rest will fall beautifully. Many women mistakenly buy A-line garments too big at the top, which diminishes the flattering effect. Fabric makes all the difference too. Look for materials with enough weight to hold the A shape without being stiff. Cotton blends, lightweight wools, and certain synthetic blends work beautifully. You don't need to spend a fortune either. Target and Kohl's often carry lovely A-line dresses under $50, while mid-range options at Talbot's or G.I. by Jill offer excellent quality around $100. What I love most about the A-line is its versatility. An A-line dress with flat sandals works for a casual lunch. That same dress with pearls and a tailored jacket becomes wedding appropriate. Remember this: the A-line has been flattering women's bodies since the 1950s, through every fashion trend imaginable. It's not just a style, it's a solution that honors your body exactly as it is today. I'm curious, have you tried an A-line silhouette recently? Or do you have one gathering dust in your closet? 2. Don't underestimate the PEPLUM. When I mention PEPLUM tops to my styling clients, I often get either blank stares or memories of those overly fussy, too tight PEPLUM blouses from decades past. But sometimes the most brilliant solutions get overlooked because of outdated associations. Elena, a vibrant 68-year-old grandmother from Miami, was ready to resign herself to boxy, shapeless tops when I suggested we try a modern PEPLUM. Trust me, I promised. A week later, wearing a soft, gently flared PEPLUM top in coral linen, Elena couldn't stop smiling. It gives me shape without squeezing me. I feel like myself again. That's the beauty of the reimagined PEPLUM for women over 60. Unlike the tight, structured PEPLUMs of fashion's past, today's versions feature softer fabrics, gentler flares, and more forgiving proportions. The slight flare at the hips creates the impression of a more defined waistline without actually hugging your midsection. The key is proportion. Look for styles where the flare begins just at or slightly above your natural waistline and extends several inches below. This creates gentle waist definition while providing comfortable coverage for the tummy area. Necklines matter too. A V-neck or scoop neck peplum draws the eye upward and creates a balanced frame for your face. For broader shoulders, a boat neck or slight cowl works beautifully. Fabrics should have body without stiffness. Look for cotton blends, textured knits, or crepe fabrics that hold their shape without clinging. Avoid anything too thin that might collapse or too stiff that stands away from your body. What makes the peplum particularly wonderful is its versatility. Elena pairs her coral peplum with white jeans for casual days and slim black pants for evenings out. The right peplum can take you from a casual coffee date to a wedding with just a change of accessories. And here's my favorite thing about peplums. They feel celebratory. There's a subtle femininity, a gentle confidence that comes from wearing something that honors rather than hides your shape. Have you tried a modern peplum? Or are you still thinking of the tightly cinched versions from years ago? 3. The art of layering. At my age, comfort isn't just nice, it's non-negotiable, but so is looking put together. That's what Dorothy, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Philadelphia, told me on her birthday. With her silver-streaked hair and elegant posture, she'd discovered the secret many women over 60 eventually find: thoughtful layering. Layering gives you freedom. Freedom from constriction, freedom from exposure, and freedom from clothes that fight against your body. When done right, layers create visual interest that naturally draws attention away from the midsection without ever mentioning it. The secret is balance. Your base layer should be simple and relatively fitted, not tight, to prevent bulk. From there, add a second layer that skims over the waistline without clinging. Think open cardigans that fall just below the hip, unstructured jackets with clean lines, or my personal favorite for women over 60, the elegant kimono-style wrap. Dorothy found her signature look with silk blend tunics under lightweight cardigans. "These layers move when I move," she explained, "and that movement creates a beautiful distraction." She's exactly right. The gentle motion of layers creates visual dynamism that's far more interesting than any clingy garment. Color plays a crucial role too. Creating a column of color, wearing similar tones in your base layers, instantly elongates your silhouette before you even add that third piece. Dorothy loves deep teals and purples that complement her rich brown skin while projecting confidence. For everyday elegance, try a simple shell under a kimono-style wrap with straight-leg pants, or consider a knee-length dress paired with an unbelted vest. For cooler weather, a simple turtleneck under a slightly longer open cardigan works beautifully. Dorothy's budget tip: invest in quality base layers in neutral colors, then add more affordable seasonal pieces as your outer layers. I have 3 good silk tunics and about 8 different cardigans I rotate. No one realizes I'm wearing the same base pieces. What's your go-to layering piece? Is there a cardigan or jacket that makes everything look better when you wear it on top? The power of color and pattern. I spent decades wearing only black because I thought it was slimming, Susan confided during our first styling session. At 66, this elegant Chinese-American professor had a closet full of dark, solid clothes that she felt were safe. What she didn't realize was that the right colors and patterns could actually be more flattering than her sea of black garments. Color and pattern aren't just about style. They're psychological tools that direct the eye exactly where you want it to go. Think of them as gentle magic tricks that can elongate, flatter, and energize your appearance without changing a single thing about your beautiful body. Vertical patterns create one of the most effective optical illusions. Stripes, seams, or prints that run up and down naturally draw the eye along the length of your body rather than across it. When Susan tried a simple dress with subtle vertical pinstripes, she looked noticeably taller and more defined, without a belt in sight. Color blocking can work similar magic. Darker shades placed at the sides with lighter colors in the center panels create the illusion of a more sculpted silhouette. Susan was amazed when we paired a tunic with side panels in navy and a center panel in soft blue. It created definition without constriction. For women over 60, the scale of patterns matters tremendously. Very small prints can look busy, while oversized patterns can overwhelm. The sweet spot is medium-sized patterns distributed evenly across the garment. Susan found that abstract watercolor prints in blue-green tones complemented her complexion while creating visual interest that drew attention away from her midsection. If you're nervous about patterns, start with a patterned scarf or top paired with solid bottoms. Susan began with a silk scarf in a geometric print, then graduated to patterned blouses. Each small step built her confidence. Different skin tones shine with different color families. For warm undertones like Susan's, peacock blues, warm corals, and olive greens bring natural radiance. For cooler undertones, berry tones, true blues, and soft roses work beautifully. Not sure which you are? Look at the veins on your wrist. Greenish veins suggest warm undertones. Bluish veins suggest cool. Season by season, adjust your palette slightly. Summer calls for lighter, brighter versions of your best colors, while fall and winter welcome deeper, richer tones. What stays consistent is choosing colors that bring life to your complexion rather than dulling it. Which pattern or color makes you feel most confident? Sometimes the shades we're drawn to instinctively are exactly what flatters us most. 5. High-waisted pants and soft tops. When Barbara walked into my studio for her 71st birthday styling session, she had one request. Help me find pants that don't cut me in half. This elegant Bostonian had spent years in low-rise pants that hit at the widest part of her middle, creating exactly what she didn't want: attention on her waistline. The solution? High-waisted pants, possibly the most flattering yet underappreciated item in a mature woman's wardrobe. Unlike their low-rise counterparts, high-waisted pants sit at or just below your natural waist, creating a smooth line that comfortably supports your midsection without compressing it. It's like someone moved the equator, Barbara laughed after trying her first pair of well-fitted, high-waisted trousers. The strategic placement of that waistband made all the difference, instantly creating a more balanced proportion between her torso and legs. This style works because it eliminates that dreaded cutting at the wrong spot feeling. Instead of drawing a horizontal line across the widest part of your middle, high-waisted pants smooth and elevate, often creating the illusion of longer legs in the process. For women with softer middles, look for styles with a bit of stretch and a waistband that's at least 2 inches wide. This provides gentle support without digging. Barbara found her perfect pair had a partial elastic waistband at the back, comfort without looking like comfort pants. Now, here's the finishing touch. Pair those high-waisted pants with tops that drape softly over the waistline. Rigid, boxy tops fight against the elegant line you're creating, while too tight tops defeat the purpose entirely. The ideal top skims your body gently, with enough structure to look polished, but enough softness to move with you. Barbara's go-to combination became high-waisted straight-leg pants with georgette blouses that flowed gently over the waistband. For a more casual look, she pairs high-waisted jeans with soft knit tops that have just enough shape without clinging. The half tuck is your secret weapon with this combination. Instead of tucking your entire shirt in, which emphasizes the waist, or leaving it completely untucked, which can look shapeless, try tucking just the front portion while leaving the sides and back loose. This creates definition without constriction. High-waisted options exist at every price point. Brands like Gloria Vanderbilt and Lee offer budget-friendly versions around $30, while mid-range options from Chico's or NYDJ provide more refinement around $80 to $100. Which bottoms make you feel most comfortable and confident? Sometimes the most flattering piece is simply the one that lets you forget about your clothes and enjoy the day. 6. The secret of choosing the right fabric. I have a beautiful silk dress that I never wear, Ruth confided during our closet consultation. At 77, this vibrant grandmother from Seattle had collected lovely clothes throughout her life, but many gathered dust in her closet. It shows every lump and bump, she explained. I feel like I'm wearing nothing at all. Ruth had discovered what many women learn through trial and error. When it comes to dressing after 60, fabric choice might be the most crucial decision of all. The right material skims gracefully over your body, while the wrong one can reveal every detail you'd rather not highlight. Let's start with what to avoid. Thin, clingy fabrics like lightweight jersey, cheap polyester, or anything with too much spandex tend to adhere to the body like a second skin. Similarly, shiny materials like satin or high-gloss finishes reflect light, drawing attention to curves and contours. Ruth's silk dress fell into this category. Beautiful fabric, wrong application. Instead, look for fabrics with what I call friendly drape, materials that hold their shape while skimming the body. Modal, good quality crepe, ponte knit, gabardine, and fine wale corduroy all have this quality. They maintain structure without rigidity and flow without cling. Ruth discovered her perfect fabrics were textured materials with slight dimension. A linen-cotton blend dress skimmed over her midsection beautifully, creating a flattering silhouette without revealing every contour. Textured knits gave her the comfort of stretch without the cling of thinner materials. Here's a simple test Ruth now uses when shopping: the crumple test. She takes a small section of fabric between her fingers and squeezes. If it wrinkles easily and shows every fold, it will likely reveal every body contour too. If it maintains some structure and rebounds naturally, it's likely to drape well over the body. For women who experience temperature fluctuations, a common occurrence after menopause, natural fiber blends offer the best comfort. Ruth found that cotton with a touch of modal provided breathability with improved drape, making it her go-to for almost every season. Seasonal fabric choices matter too. Summer calls for looser weaves that allow airflow while maintaining opacity. Lined linen, cotton poplin, and chambray are excellent warm weather choices. In cooler months, lightweight wool blends, knit dresses with structure, and layered cottons provide warmth without bulk. I now dress for how fabrics feel on my body, not just how they look on the hanger, Ruth told me recently. When my clothes feel good, I stand taller. I smile more. I forget about my waistline entirely. What's your favorite fabric that makes you feel both comfortable and confident? Sometimes the materials we're drawn to naturally are exactly what our bodies need. We've explored 6 powerful techniques: the A-line silhouette, modern peplums, thoughtful layering, strategic colors and patterns, high-waisted pants with soft tops, and friendly fabrics. But remember, these aren't just style tips. They're invitations to celebrate your body exactly as it is today. Your waist doesn't define your worth or your beauty. The most attractive quality you can wear is confidence. That radiant certainty that comes from accepting yourself fully. Dress for the woman you are now, not the one society says you should be. Your style journey isn't about hiding. It's about shining in your own authentic way. Which of these 6 approaches resonated most with you? Share in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for our upcoming video on accessories that instantly elevate any outfit after 60.